joined online, Dr. R. Balaji, Head of RISE team, Dr. Mohammed Misbahuddin, Head Acts and Business Division, and all the staff members and students. We all have gathered here for the Orientation Day program of the new batch of Capacity Building Program under C-HUK and PG Diploma Courses under Advanced Computing Training School at C-DAC Bangalore. I request all the dignitaries to please come over to the dais and inaugurate the program by lighting the lamp, please.
You also join on call one parent lady or just call them for inauguration. So it is just
Thank you, sir. I now request Mr. Krishna Chippalakatti, Scientist E, to welcome all.
Good morning and namaskara. So on behalf of C-DAC, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. As you all know that today we have gathered for the inaugural ceremony of two important skill development programs of C-DAC Bangalore. One is the ACTS PG Diploma programs, which are well known across India. And the second one is the capacity building program in the area of HPC technology, being implemented by C-DAC Bangalore with something called as C-HUK. C-HUK stands for Center for HPC Upskilling and Knowledge Sharing. That is the center which C-DAC Bangalore has established. Okay. So first and foremost, I would like to cordially welcome our chief guest for today's program, Dr. Shivakumar Shastri sir. He happens to be the director and head of Dayanand Sagar Research Foundation and Pro Vice Chancellor, Dayanand Sagar University. Thank you, sir. Thanks for accepting our invitation and being present today. So we have a very good and cordial relationship with Dayanand Sagar College of Engineering. They have been supporting us in various skill development programs which C-DAC Bangalore is leading. Okay, and your presence sir today matters a lot for us. With your varied and rich experience and expertise, we look forward for your talk and address to our students, which shall certainly help them to understand the industry requirements and to become industry ready. It is really a source of inspiration and also motivation for you being present here, sir, today for today's program. On the dais, we have Executive Director of C-DAC Bangalore, Dr. S.D. Sudarshan sir. I would like to welcome him for today's inaugural function. So we look forward for your thought-provoking speech. Uh, Always the kind of insights that you provide to youngsters like our students are really meaningful. It's going to give us give us students what is the need of the industry, what is the gap that is there in the academia, and how do we fill up that gap. So C-DAC Bangalore being a top-notch institute as far as research and development is concerned, you may be aware that C-DAC is one of the premier R&D organizations of Government of India, and with that knowledge and expertise we have ventured into the skill development programs. So that's going to give you an advantage as to what is the value that we are going to bring in here. So I welcome you, sir, for today's program. On the dais we have my senior colleagues, Dr. Misbah, who happens to be the head of our training department. Welcome Dr. Misbah sir for this program. Along with Dr. Misbah sir, we have Dr. Balaji sir. He is the head of the RISE group here, and thank you sir for being present here. Your rich experience and your address to our students will certainly give them insights as to what is important in shaping their career ahead. We would like to also welcome all our staff members, C-DAC staff members, the faculty members who are there, and also parents. Thank you parents for reposing the faith in C-DAC and C-DAC Bangalore especially, and sending your students here. We shall live to your expectations. We have certain students who have come from the previous batch. There are a few students who are the top performers of the previous batch who have joined here. So we will be facilitating to them, and also they will be sharing their insights and feedback. We have with us today Jitesh sir. He is Director C-DAC Center in Northeastern region. Thank you sir. Thanks to you for joining in the online mode. We look forward to your presence here. And last but not the least, I would like to welcome all of you, the students, who are an important component as far as this particular program is concerned. Welcome to today's program. I would like to just take a couple of minutes to tell you some interesting aspects as to where we are today. As you all know, we are sitting at an intersection of two important things that are happening. See, one is Bangalore. The brand of Bangalore itself is very, very important, and welcome to Bangalore first, because Bangalore, as you all know, is the most happening place as far as technology is concerned, as far as skilling is concerned, as far as initiating one's tech career is concerned. Because as you know, it is not the opinion of us, it is the opinion of the industry and people who have worked in industry and professionals, that C-DAC, not C-DAC, but Bangalore as such is leading in the deep tech innovation and the startup ecosystem that is happening in this country. So Bangalore is very important. And secondly, you are there at C-DAC Bangalore. Okay, C-DAC Bangalore also plays a very, very important role. We have multiple teams here who are actually working in cutting edge research, technology development and engineering, and you are going to definitely get benefited by the experience and expertise of both of these two important combinations, Bangalore and C-DAC Bangalore. So with this note, I would like to once again welcome all of you to this very important event, which is going to give you a kickstart to your great career in the tech industry. So thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Krishna. I now request Mr. Jitesh Chaudhary, Director, Silchar, to address all. Mr. Chaudhary has joined online. You can. Yes, sir.
Guest of honors, dignitaries, faculty members, and the participants. A very warm welcome from on behalf of C-DAC and again from C-DAC Northeast Center on this occasion of inauguration of our PG Diploma programs at C-DAC Bangalore along with our CPP program. Uh, we all know that PG Diploma program from the last 30 years we are making a name in the field of capacity building for the IT ecosystem of our country. And C-DAC in last 30 years has been successful by training people, imparting the knowledge and the technological skills to feed the ecosystem of our country. So as we all know that in today's scenario, how IT and the other emerging technologies are making a huge impact in the development of our country. And in this process, the C-DAC is not only seen as a R&D organization, but we also ensure that the right kind of skills we will give back to the society so that this research ecosystem in our country will be continually survive and grow on day-to-day basis. So with that intention, this diploma programs has been very successful from the last 30 years. Adding a new feather in our cap, we had been started the CPP and FDP programs last year under the National Supercomputing Mission with the help of our own Ministry of Electronics and IT. And that program has been very successful in the last 1 year, where we will be able to impart the knowledge of regarding the HPC, its application, its administration, and the different use cases related to the real-time applications of health informatics, disaster management, agriculture to our faculty along with the students. And the first batch recently is being completed at our C-DAC Bangalore Center, and this time we are also starting our new batch in the Northeast Center along with the C-DAC Bangalore for another 30 to 40 students, where our C-DAC Bangalore is going to cater another 100 plus students. So under this program, we are not just focusing on the imparting knowledge about the HPC, but we also want to make sure the different society representation should be there. That's why we are always focusing, promoting the people who are not getting right opportunity to come in the field of emerging technology, to bring them to this platform, impart the right kind of knowledge and the skills so that they can go back to the system or the society where they can use the technology for the benefit of their own as well as their society and the country. So with all these kind of objectives, we are doing a lot of activity not only Northeast but across the India with the help of other C-DAC centers like C-DAC Bangalore is one of our close ally, where under the guidance of Sudarshan sir and Misbaji, we are doing a tremendous job of imparting this kind of capacity building for the Northeast region also, where we always find great difficulty to bring the technology not only for the users but in the terms of imparting knowledge also. So this program is making us a huge success at our level in this region also, and we are able to successfully bring the people in the ecosystem. Here our objective is not only just to ensure the kind of capacity building we are imparting, but we make sure that those people will come back to our ecosystem where they will be helping C-DAC also in our research activity. So we will give them proper opportunity in terms of internship, project opportunities and other kind of research activity. Apart from CPP, C-DAC Silchar in Northeast is also doing PG Diploma program and many capacity building program for the students, for the faculty, government employees and other societal sectors where they are not getting opportunity to get introduced with the technology. So with this kind of objective, C-DAC Silchar is working from the last 10 years in this region, and the main objective of our center is to proliferate the C-DAC tools and technology and make sure the technology can make a difference in the life of these regional peoples and the society, not only by providing them the solution but also by providing them the right kind of skill set so that they can also feel empowered and they can contribute to the growth of this region. With that intention, our center is working. Now coming to the today's occasion, to all you students and the participants, I would like to tell them you are embarking a new journey in the phase of your life, in the career of in your career, and you had been taken a very right decision to join all these programs, whether it's a PG diploma program or it's a CGP program, because we will promise you the kind of expectations you have, we will try to fulfill all in terms of imparting the right kind of knowledge and skills which makes you survive, which makes you competent enough so that you can survive in the today's competitive world of technology. And with that intentions, we'll put we'll put our best energies and best efforts to make sure you will get what you are expecting. But we also expect few commitment from your side that you will take this opportunity at the fullest of your level and try to grab this opportunity for the benefit of yourself in such a manner that this coming 6 months will be a life-changing moment for all of you, and whatever you are today, after 6 months you himself will judge yourself that you had gained altogether a new gamut of the knowledge which is making you an entirely a new person in the field of technology. So with this intention and with this promise, I once again wish you all the best and welcome to this program. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. R. Balaji, Head of RISE team, to address the students.
To take much of your valuable time, but a few things I think you have taken a right decision to be in this platform for the next couple of months, and we all know that we are actually looking a lot of change in the IT landscape, from the supercomputing systems to quantum systems to cyber security. Of course, I'm from cyber security, so I would like to highlight at least few points, especially the challenges which keep coming, like the recent ones like deep fakes and the threats posed by AI, that is artificial intelligence. And I think there was recently a warning for people who are using generative AI kind of things. So the domain actually is keep on expanding and booming. So I can very much be, you can be assured that the institution will provide you a lot of ample opportunities to look into the aspects which you can really improve and be competent enough in this particular technologies over a period of time. But that said, everyone actually emphasizes on first principles and solid grounding on the technologies. So the courses that you are going to take will provide the solid platform to launch yourself. Actually, this will be your launch pad for your career, and basically from here you can actually expand your wings and thoughts into different domains and technologies. And of course, you are here with a set of the lot of research teams who are working on drones, IoT, and also things like quantum systems, quantum communications, quantum electronics, cyber security teams, and you'll be meeting all of the faculty members. So if you have the interest, do align with them, and I'm sure that they will be pretty happy to guide you. Of course, you need to also look into your strengthening your fundamentals and solid principles, and then you will be able to further progress on the upcoming and emerging technologies also. So with this brief speech, I think I wish you all the best, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Balaji. I now request Dr. Mohammed Misbahuddin, Head of Acts and Business Division, to speak about the capacity building program and Acts courses.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Professor Shivakumar Shastri sir, thank you very much for immediately accepting our invite, sir. and taking out your time despite your busy schedule. Sir is director as well as the Pro Vice Chancellor of Anand Sagar University, and respected Dr. S.D. Sudarshan sir, our Executive Director, C-DAC Bangalore, and all the faculty members who are here, as well as the parents. I'm seeing a lot of parents here. It's really heartening to see parents coming over here and then putting a lot of trust on C-DAC for upskilling or reskilling their children. Along with the students who are here, of course you will be here with us for next 6 months. One important thing which we need to remember is this time we are running 2 courses. Okay, we are running from ACT's point of view, we are running postgraduate diploma in advanced computing and postgraduate diploma in big data analytics. And in addition to that, like Jitesh Chaudhary sir, who is the director of SIGN, he has mentioned that in the last 1 year we have started this capacity building program, which is a kind of an advanced certificate course on HPC, so high performance computing basically. So this HPC will have 2 tracks. First 3 to 4 months they will be trained on HPC, both from software perspective as well as hardware perspective, and then they will be given an opportunity to choose the track between HPC with AI or HPC with cyber security. So, but one common thing and one important thing which is introduced with the guidance and motivation by our executive director is, which last time also I had mentioned, and again I am reiterating the fact that every student will be given the IEEE C-HUK Software Engineering Body of Knowledge. This is actually a certification, and this is not part of your course, but it is very important for you when you go for the interviews as well as the industry. If you take it seriously, it will really change the way you think, change the way you code, and change the way you develop the projects. Okay, this IEEE C-HUK actually is a certification program, and the training is offered in blended learning mode, and IEEE sells it in hundreds of dollars per candidate. Okay, but nice of the executive director who has taken an initiative, and he has absorbed the fees as part of the fees that we are getting. No other C-DAC center is doing this except C-DAC Bangalore. So big round of applause should be there for this particular decision, for improving your skills and making you industry ready in a true sense. Industry readiness, many people talk about, many of the companies talk about industry readiness. So this capacity building program, both ACTS students as well as the capacity building program students, everyone will get this, and hopefully once we get your entire data, probably in next 15 days, 2 weeks or 3 weeks of time, you will get the logins created on IEEE. Okay, last time also students have taken it, and then many of the students have cleared the exam, they got the certificate from. Suppose if you are completing this course, blended learning course, then you will be getting the certificate from IEEE. Okay, same thing for Silchar as well. I think Silchar students are also, who are sitting right now in Guwahati, so those students will also get this account. It is good that we are working along with C-DAC SIGN Center in Northeast, and Mr. Jitesh Chaudhary is very open to any sort of collaboration, and the way we conducted this C-HUK project, equal amount of contribution was there from C-DAC SIGN as well. Now, second important thing which I want to highlight for both the courses is the project. Okay, project is very important. See, again, one important thing, you please see your parents coming in. You are already graduates, right? You are coming here, most of the students are coming from either tier 2 or tier 3 cities or tier 2, tier 3 colleges. Okay, and just within 1 minute I would like to ask you one question. How many of you have come here for getting a better placement opportunity? See, almost kind of 90%, right? So what I say is, instead of only focusing on placement opportunity, you have come here, your parents are here, they are not paying for the placement opportunity, they are paying the fee for upskilling, for you to learn new technology, for upskill yourself, right? I've been seeing since morning that they are coming along with their luggages and all, they are carrying your luggage as well. up to what time they have to actually take that pain. You are already grown up, right? So it's your responsibility now that how you spend 6 months in this campus. Each and every minute and each and every second is important for you. This fact is realized by all the students in the last month when they are submitting the project. First 5 months, many of you come from across the states, from various states. Okay, around 350 to 400 students are sitting here. Okay, you are coming from so many places. You just want to check how Bangalore is. Okay, and then slowly the time goes very fast, and finally when it comes to the final month of the course, then you realize, oh, we should have spent some better time, and we should have learned more and more skills here. We are giving you every opportunity, and we are open to initiate the interdisciplinary projects as well. Suppose if that students wants to do projects with DBDA, okay, like someone is working, someone is very good in the programming, another one is good in AI ML after learning that. So we are okay with that particular concept as well, because the industry is also going in the interdisciplinary way. So projects are very important. Specifically from my perspective, you have to do the project based on the IEEE C-HUK. That is where we are giving you IEEE C-HUK to make you industry ready. So please concentrate on that along with your studies. And here in C-DAC being a non-profit organization, we reinvest the fee what we get from you. Okay, you might be thinking that it's a kind of a little bit huge amount of 90,000 plus GST and all, but please remember that your faculty members are either the research scientists who are working here on various projects, or there are faculty members from, we call it as external faculty members, who are actually the corporate trainers. Okay, so those corporate trainers are going to train you. If you are really interested and you are self-motivated, then obviously you are going to gain a lot, and students have gained a lot. Okay, there are many of the students who came here without much of the programming knowledge, but they have learned good things, and then they have even topped the examinations as well. I expect that there should be competition from each and every one of you among yourself in getting the top ranks. Okay, at the end. That is how I feel that this 6 months defines your career. Already you have spent 4 years, or already you have spent, suppose if you are MCA background, you have already spent 3 years of your graduate degree and then 2 years of your postgraduate. 5 years you have already spent. Okay, now you have still come here for skilling. Please don't miss a single second or single minute. Okay, think that it is very important and try to work. Industry is very challenging these days. It is a fact. Okay, so out of 1,000 students, if 100 vacancies are there, then it is obvious that they are going to take only top 100. So why don't you try to be in those top 100? Okay, and we are trying our best to give you all those things. Okay, from the project perspective, from the faculty member perspective, as well as from industry readiness, we are giving you the additional certification which no other C-DAC center is offering you. Okay, with this I wish you all the best, and all the best to C-DAC Silchar students who are sitting in Guwahati, to them as well. I wish you all the best for your endeavor in the next 6 months, and I hope that this particular batch is going to bring a lot of name to C-DAC Bangalore as well as more importantly to your parents. Actually, jobs and the companies should search for people like you instead of you going and searching for the job. So you make yourself up to that particular level. Okay, and finally, please remember that it is not very important, but yes, if you focus on that, you will be part of that particular competition. Since last batch, with the approval of the Academic Council, we are giving the award, okay, to the All India topper from every course. Okay, there will be an All India topper from every course. I want and I wish that the All India toppers from these 2 courses are from C-DAC Bangalore. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would like to introduce Dr. S.T. Sudarshan, Executive Director of C-DAC Bangalore, to you all. Dr. Situ D. Sudarshan, presently working as as Executive Director C-DAC Bangalore, has over 3 decades of R&D experience in India as well as the United States and a wide expertise in various technology domains. His areas of interest include semantic mining, big data, HPC, cybersecurity, IPR technology management, strategic management and emerging technologies. Prior to his position at C-DAC Bangalore, Dr. Sudarshan was associated with ABB Corporation Research, the United States Food and Drug Administration, Central Research Laboratory, Bharat Electronics Limited, CRLBEL, ERDCI, CEDTI. Dr. Sudarshan has been honored with prestigious awards like FTA's Outstanding Service Award, FTA's Group Recognition Award. During his PhD at UALR, US, he had received the Outstanding PhD Graduate Student Award, Academic Achievement Award and Professional Service Award at reviews.com 2010, and he has also been mentoring graduate and doctoral students. Dr. Sudarshan completed his PhD from University of Arkansas at Little Rock, USA, and is a fellow IATE and senior member IEEE. He has to his credit more than 100 technical papers and 8 patents. He is actively involved in professional activities including organizing conferences, etc. I request sir to address all now. Thank you, sir.
Namaskara. Welcome to Yengaluru, Bengaluru, along with people in Guwahati with Dr. Jitesh Chaudhary at the beautiful scenic Cine Center. Some of time, you should have an online video. Jitesh sir, you should showcase the scenic beauty and the other things of Cine Center as well, which will allow collaboration. First of all, my heartfelt thanks to all the parents and the students who have come all the way, having put trust on us. It doesn't matter whether you are in Silchar, Guwahati or Bangalore, the quality of the teaching infrastructure is not going to change. That is one commitment that we give from C-DAC. Next, we have Professor Shiv Sastry, and I have been knowing him since 2004. It has been 20 years since I know him. He is someone who has such a wide industrial and other experiences from Rockwell Automation, Rockwell Collins days, then being a professor at University of Akron. Then subsequently he has gone into supporting India and various service-oriented causes. I have had the fortune of listening to some of his lectures, and he has, in spite of his schedule, agreed to come here and patiently listen to us. Sir, thank you so much. You mean a lot to me personally as well, but as C-DAC, it is a feather in the cap when a finishing school gets a university professor coming and blessing, because that is the collaboration which completes the triangle of academia, industry and research. So this is what is needed. The Trinity gets unified, then you get all the power. So that is where it helps. Thank you so much, sir. He will be introduced formally. You will know more about him. Then you will have more opportunity to give a big round of applause at that time. And from our side, the team here, for the training part per se, is Dr. Misbah, but he himself is a core researcher, though he is doing this as a role, who specializes in identity management. See, all of us are suffering from, if at all we are suffering from, it is nothing but identity crisis. If people recognize you and respect you, rest all doesn't matter. How do you lose money, you have no money, all you need is respect in the society, in humanity. So that identity management, he is an expert. So we have trusted him to create identity for all of us so that we get respect in the society, and he is doing a wonderful job, and he will not have any complaints. And Jitesh ji comes from wide experience in the Northeast. Though he is placed there, he routinely visits C-DAC Bangalore, and we also visit them. So you will not miss him all the time. You will get his guidance on how industry and hardcore engineering. He has the background of working for EasyIL, who makes the lot of strategic electronic applications and software. So he can bring to the table the most complex and challenging things, how they engineered it, particularly if the technology is denied or you want to keep it confidential. So that experience you will share when he comes. So it is a wonderful thing to have Jidesh on board as a collaborator. Then you heard from Dr. Balaji. He is trying to bring trust in digital domain, digital trust, and you can learn about him. And the whole team here, we have lot many more people. So the entire team is very, very positive. They all have unique experiences which they can share with you. Now, before I go on, I want to first say a couple of things about C-DAC Bangalore. Today, many of you might have seen, India is trying to become self-sufficient in semiconductor design. There is a semiconductor mission of 76,000 crores announced by Government of India, so that the chips are designed in India, made in India, used in India, and made in India, made for the world. That is the objective. And for that, we need talented capacity, manpower, starting from entry-level engineers all the way to who can do packaging support at a later point. Researchers, scholars, engineers, industrialists. C-DAC Bangalore runs the Chip to Startup program, which has a tool grid of EDA tools, electronic design automation tools from all the top service providers. And this center, named as ChipIn, is not India's but the world's largest such EDA tool grid center, for which you will also have access if you choose to do something in EDA side. Even if you don't do a project, you are welcome to understand, learn about it. When you tell someone, I stayed in a place which was world's largest EDA tool center, national tool grid, that is a value that you can take around. The other one, recently, if you have read the newspapers, something is going on with National Quantum Mission. How many of you have heard of quantum? Thank you. Some 10% of them. Those who did not hear, please go and read about it, because the expectation is, as and when the quantum computers come in, there will be a lot of threat to existing cyber security solutions. People are working on post-quantum security solutions, and it is expected to change the landscape of computing. There are certain problems that can only be solved using quantum as per the current understanding. And C-DAC Bangalore has got a core team, about 100 people working only in quantum research and development. And those in HPC, those in DAC, DOC, in DBDA, you can actually use our quantum simulator. If you know Python programming, you can get into it to start with. It is as simple as that. Of course, you can understand quantum as you go along. It is available, and definitely during the orientation later, welcome to be diversifying yourself and grow up in the area of quantum, which is very unique and which is upcoming field. Very few people can talk about quantum, and here you can experience quantum. And there is half of the team is here in this building. We have one more location in near Baipanelli called the Knowledge Park. You are welcome to see that and be part of it. Your projects can be in quantum, but nobody is going to stop. Ms. Sir mentioned about AI versus other areas. You are welcome to do in any area you like. There is no problem, because each faculty comes with the domain expertise. You can use them. Then beyond quantum, the HPC itself. Bangalore is the only center which has a Param Utkarsh which is a CPU GPU combination. This supercomputer is meant for Tier 2, Tier 3 educational institutes and startup and MSME. All other 14 installations in the country under the National Supercomputing Mission, they are meant for academic research for premier institutes. So we are the first one to make it open to everyone. And to that extent that 2 weeks back, we had a chairman AICT Professor Sitaram here. He addressed us. We have trained master of the trainers, train the trainers program, so that HPC becomes available to almost every AICT engineering college. So that is the kind of spread we are doing. And knowing the need where we are going forward, I sincerely apologize as a center head. You have seen some part of it is blocked, civil work is going on. Otherwise it is looking much more beautiful. You saw some sand dumped on one side. All things are happening because we are now building India's largest supercomputing facility of 20 petaflop of HPC data center in Bangalore in this very location. So you will be seeing it and you can be proud to tell everyone, this is where I studied. These are all, moments that you can talk about across the world, not just to your family members. That is the center you are in. And if you talk about, many of you heard a year and a half before, how many have heard about Chinese drones dumping arms and drugs in the border and we are not able to trace them? Anybody read the news? Chinese drones? Very few people. I do not know. It was talk of the town 2 years back. BSF was finding it difficult to shoot them down, trace them down, and we are buying drones. We do not know if it is tracked by somebody else. So Bangalore C-DAC has a indigenous drone with hardware, software, everything done in-house. And we do conduct drone boot camps in institutions. We also offer drone upskilling programs with application development, not just a pilot, drone pilot as a game. You can write your application to do what you want with the drone, with our own hardware, our own software. So this building, that is also available. In IoT, Internet of Things, you name it, we have it, be it water, be it energy, be it agriculture, be it healthcare, be it environment, almost all of them we have. And the list can go on. All I am saying is, you are at a place, unique place, where you have to choose what you want to do in this next 6 months. It is in your hands, not in our hands. Because whatever you commit, you are going to be spending time. You are going to be spending your thought process. That is what is going to happen. And it is going to change your career for good. So with that, I will just say a couple of things before I stop. How many of you actually sing? Either in the bathroom or in the open or in stage. Any singer here? At least humming inside? Only two. It is difficult to believe because it is against all the known statistics. Almost everyone tries to sing, do something. Okay, assuming I want a good singer to be available for an evening performance, because these talks are boring, right? So you want something interesting, you want someone to come and sing. I want to select a singer. If you need to select a singer, we have to choose among all of you, correct? What is the process? Should I take a resume of all of you? How singers are selected for various programs? First time. On the basis of performance. You have not performed first. So what do? Ideally what they should do is very simple. I should ask you to go to a doctor, do the characterization of your vocal cord, and it will tell your vocal cord performance, upper limit, lower limit. Your lowest frequency for singing is 27 Hz, highest will be 14.3 kilohertz, so that you are very good in bass and you can ramp up to the woofing voice, all those things. And I will give a vocal cord report. Ideally speaking, with that we should be able to select a singer because they can modulate their voice to this much dynamic range. Do you do that? Then what do? You just sing, record, send a sample. Correct? This is what Misbah sir was saying. When you do, don't write I know this, I know this, I know this. It is like giving a vocal card characteristics and expecting somebody to select you to as a singing competition. Today industry does not want to see all these stories. All they want is to know, have you really done work? Is there a proof? That's all. What is the way? Very simple. While writing resume, instead of saying I know Python, you say I have done this in Python. The code is available, so and so repository, give the link. It could be GitHub, it could be anything. Or you say I contributed to Apache open source project number X. You click on that, it will show this module program contributed by author. Your name will be there. That's all. Just like singer. You are a coder, programmer, software engineer, architect, tester. We need proof of the pudding. So just connect. So resume should only have, every claim should be supported by where I can check it myself. You are an excellent website designer. These are the 3 websites I have designed. Click, go see. I am an app developer. Here is the sample app. I am a AR/VR guy. Click, it plays. I run a YouTube channel. Done. After that, you don't have to tell, I know React JS, React KS, React OS, version N. Nothing is bothered. If you are able to deliver, you will learn, automatically upgrade yourself. No singer I have seen saying that I will only sing because when I started my career, someone from the beginning should have a tampura to give his background thing. Today everybody has a box, Swara box, they set it. Same thing, if you are able to deliver, rest of the things are immaterial. You will find a way adapt as the time goes. So all of you, when you are here, whatever you do, the learnings should be immediately verifiable on its own and it should be on your resume. That's all. And the second thing, there are people who don't like coding. Not everyone, but there are enough people who don't like coding. Simple way is, you start documenting. Ask your friend to write the program who does not want to write the English. You just document as per the IEEE standard. We have access to IEEE project. Just to document what is SRS, what is testing document, ATP, whatever it is. And you go to any industry today, say that I am a person who can do documentation. You can cross-check worldwide. Under the food, 60 to 70% of jobs are only documentation, not coding. Because documentation has to be understood by everyone. So the language, how crisp it is very, very important. So documentation gets you job. Some of you may be very good in literature. They may be writing stories, fiction as a hobby. Since you are a good writer, why don't you document? User manuals you create. You have beautiful jobs, including jobs at C-DAC Bangalore. Even Jitesh sir will take you if you can document well, for sure. These are things. So there are jobs that are beyond what you think are in the market. Only thing is you have to prove what you know is demonstrated in your resume with a proper link. You do that, life is very good, very easy. And whatever comes is a learning, you keep learning. And do not hesitate to talk to people. And like you did in your school days or your friends, somebody who is doing better, don't see as a competitor. See them as an inspiration. Because in school we know the person who gets first prize in singing and 100-meter dash in annual sports day, they will be failing in mathematics. In the class they will be fired by teacher. But you don't disrespect because he failed in math or she failed in math. You know that on the sports day, they are the heroes and heroines. On that day you are clapping. In the class, that person will come, मुझे पास करना है थोड़ा सिखा दो. just teach me these three chapters so that I will pass. There you are getting inspired by each other, right? Then follow the same thing for rest of your life. Be a child. Then you will not have competition. There is no raga dvesh, but there will be harmony. And all of you will thrive. And today the culture of Bangalore is of that of entrepreneur and startup. When you start up, you need all kind of people. Someone who can talk to people to sell the solution, someone who can go around government offices to get the approval, someone who can document to submit the proposal for loans from the bank, another person who will actually write the code or develop the hardware software. That is what you should look at. Try to create that harmony among you and let you all win and enjoy and be successful in life. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. My special thanks to the entire team in the front who are our faculty and supporting team. Wish you all the best. Thank you once again, sir. I am now looking forward to your wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to introduce chief guest of today's program, Dr. Shivakumar Shastri to all. Dr. Shivakumar Shastri is Director and Head of the Dayanand Sagar Research Foundation and Pro Vice Chancellor of Dayanand Sagar University, Bengaluru. Prior to joining DSU, he was Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering and Director of Strategic Initiatives at the University of Akron, where he is currently Emeritus Professor. He received his PhD degree in Computer Engineering and Science from Case Western Reserve University and holds Master's degree in Computer Science from University of Central Florida and in Electrical Engineering from the Indian Institute of Science. His research interests are in network, embedded systems, algorithms, and augmented reality systems. He was a senior research scientist with Rockwell Automation. He has served as lead for several industry-based projects at GE Consulting, Xerox, and Rockwell Automation. Before I request Sir to address all, I request Dr. Misbah to announce the toppers of students from CBP and PG Diploma Courses of September 2023 batch.
Thank you very much. Before announcing the toppers, I request our Executive Director, Dr. S.D. Sudarshan, to kindly welcome as well as felicitate our chief guest, Professor Shastri sir. Okay. Before sir's inaugural address, I would like to announce the best performers in our concluding batch of September 2023. From PG-DAC, Postgraduate Diploma in Advanced Computing, Mr. Chirag Chauhan is here. Just give a big round of applause. He is the best performer in the previous batch. I request Professor Shastri sir as well as ED sir to kindly felicitate him. This is a token of appreciation of your efforts that you have put during the course. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Now I invite Rohit BJ, who is the top performer in postgraduate diploma in Big Data Analytics. Which branch is? From PG Diploma in Embedded Systems Design, PGDESD, Bataram Aparup Kumar, I invite you to kindly come on the dais. I request Professor Shastri sir as well as ED sir to kindly felicitate the top performer. Our another course, DITIS, the best performer is Pritish Prakash Shetre, but he could not come today. So I now invite the top performer of capacity building program in HPC. It was the first time that we had conducted here, and Mr. Ashok Nagendra, I invite you to kindly come on the dais. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, I invite you to kindly deliver an inaugural address. We will sit in the front, sir. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. All right. No.
Okay, could you put it back, please? First slide. Okay, good afternoon to everybody. Dr. Sudarshan, Dr. Misbah, Dr. Balaji, Dr. Jitesh, all the students, faculty and parents. You have made the right decision to be here. I'm going to explain why. But before I start, you've been sitting for so long, why don't all the students stand up so I know who the students are? Can you stand up for a minute, please? Oh, all of you, my God, most of you are students. So why don't you take a minute and give a round of applause for your parents, for the faculty who are here, who designed this course for you. Okay, now you can relax and I'll go through some things for you. All right, so I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm going to introduce the subject, talk about perspectives on high performance computing, talk about some challenges and opportunities, and we'll conclude. But hopefully there is in my talk a message for all of you, how you should approach learning, what you should do in the next 6 months, and make the best available the opportunity, make use of the opportunity you have. So here is the first thing I want to tell you about high performance computing and advanced computing. Both of them have become what we call a paradigm shift. Paradigm shift means there has been a major change. 30 years ago when I was a graduate student, it was a niche boutique application. It means very small number of applications that we designed by hand, and we had to have specialized people to do that. But today, you cannot ignore high performance computing because it is a core enabling technology, which means it is the essential ingredient for everything we know how to do. AI, autonomous systems, drug discovery, automation, any system that you're thinking about, for high performance computing is a key enabler. So that is a big change from where we are to where we want to be. These are some of the traditional topics that we have been working on. All the things in bold are things I have worked on myself. 30 years ago, I used to work on battlefield simulation. I trained on graph algorithms. I used to work for Rockwell Automation, like Dr. Sudarshan said. So a lot of experience in high performance computing as it has evolved. But today, in the last 10, 15 years, you must know gaming is a big application. Whenever you run a game, you should know that there is very powerful computers in the back that's running it. If you do augmented reality, virtual reality, same technology is driving that. But now we are getting into the era of precision medicine, where we are able to design drugs for specific people. And all that is driven by high performance computing. So by learning these technologies, you are going to be in the middle of helping civilization shape its future. So this is why you should take the job seriously, take the next 6 months very seriously. Today, AI has come to be used in every application we know of. That's why you say AI at the edge. But the big thing is that it's okay to know these topics are here, and I might have missed some of these topics. But what is more important is to understand how that shift happened from niche boutique applications to enabling technology. That is very important to understand. And you will see that what used to happen, well, you just go ahead, it's okay. So what used to happen basically is life started with education. We were in universities, we trained graduates, graduate people got placed in industry, and the industry benefited from them by making products. The products became so complicated that industry people had to design training programs to help their own employees. That was not enough. We could not scale fast enough because industry technology changes every 2 years, so that training programs percolated down back into the education systems. But the other side of the picture is even more important. You see the research side of the picture? What happened was, in education institutions in the US, all of the education programs have a very strong research component. So many of us carried out cutting edge research. We had close industry relationships for that. Industry helped with the research outcomes translated to products. This is the benefit you're seeing today in the commercial products that you see that have been developed over the last 30 years. We call this a virtuous cycle because it is a self-feeding cycle, and once it is enabled, it's a very powerful cycle. Now, can you go back, next slide please? Now, something else has happened in high-performance computing. When we were graduate students in the early days of computing, it was elite access only. Only special people, like the people in C-DAC, could access the supercomputers. He just told you there are 14 supercomputer installations in the country that are only available to elite institutions, not to you and me. But that has changed. Cloud has come in, and cloud access is going to bring compute access to everybody, which means you can no longer sit on the side and say, well, this is something very special and I have nothing to do with it. You are the one that is going to drive this future. So that is a big change. You can go down the list. Many of the topics that were active and valid 30 years ago still are active and valid today. These topics have not changed. Parallel distributed computing, but this is for a more traditional education program. But when you're in a course like this, don't forget that the paradigm shift happened because education was integrated with the industry, integrated with research, and the training programs fed back into the system. So that is the key for understanding that there are two major transformations: niche applications, niche boutique applications to key enabling technology, elite access to democratized access. So this is why you have to focus and learn this content really well. Can we move on, please? So let me share a few perspectives. You can go to the next slide. You can go down the list. If you go on Google, you will see that always for the last 35 years I have known high performance computing, we always defined it to be the next capability. So today the next capability we are looking at is quantum. So quantum is the high PC of today. So thinking machines was the high performance computing of my graduate student days, right? It's always been the next current capability, beyond current capabilities of what computing can do. You will see there is a lot of history of gameplay. So Deep Blue was built to beat the chess champion. IBM built the Watson machine to play this game called Jeopardy, where they give you the answer and you have to ask a question. So it was a demonstration of natural language processing capabilities. It's all high performance computing. We know, for example, many of the materials discovery centers that are across India are relying on scientific computing and visualization, some of the capabilities provided by C-DAC, without which they cannot do the research. We know, at least in the US, the entire stock market is controlled by high performance computing. In Bombay and Indian stock market, I'm very sure that is the same case. So business is moving forward because of this. Gaming technologies are moving because of this. Cloud, when you think of cloud, it is nothing esoteric. It's not something very hard. Think of a rubber band. You know, all of you have seen a rubber band, correct? So it gives you elastic access. You will get as much compute capability as you want. You get as much storage as you want. When you don't want it, you give it back and you don't pay for it. Yeah. So you learn how to use cloud. That's a good thing. And today's driver is AI accelerations, which we're doing at hardware level, software level. All kinds of things are going on. Let's move on, please. So National Science Supercomputing Mission has a comprehensive program. It's a very well thought out program. They're investing in hardware, they're building on capacity, they're focused on applications of national interest, and more than anything, they're focused on capacity building across the country. And you should really sit back and think, educators, whether in universities, institutions like C-DAC or any other corporate training institutions, do we have a role here? And you are also significant players in the education domain, to all the students that are here. So you should also pay attention to what role is here and why it is important, okay? So let's go on. Yeah, now one more slide. Yes, and all the components. Let's go quickly through this, yeah? So the real question we ask is, in India, in the education system, you come from different colleges across the country, you know the answer to these questions, so don't talk loudly, but you know the answers. We ask this question, is this virtuous cycle fully activated, right? And so let's move on. We know placement is an important driver, and I heard Dr. Sudarshan make a comment about placement. Can you keep going, please? And we know training is there. We know industry puts a lot of money into training. You should ask a question, why they are putting the money into the training? Because they want better employees. Who are the better employees? It is you. So if you are not going to absorb the material usefully, you're not going to be useful to the industry. Now, if you move on the slides, industry also gives a lot of training material to the educationists. Why? Because we want the industry would like to see the curriculum aligned with your interests, aligned with your training and development. So when you are actually in a talk, you have a little more interest. You can always play with your smartphone and keep sending messages and so on. But if you're a little more attentive to what's going on and be involved in the process of learning, you can leverage the material from training and make better careers for yourself. Now, let's move on. The connection to the research is a little questionable. In India, I don't see that very strong connection, the training material contributing to research, but I think you have an important role. You just have to think and say, to get the research engine cycle started, you just have to ask a very simple question. I'm learning some new material, what can I do different? What can I do different with this one? And if you just ask that one question, you will start creating a cycle where the research can result in new products for the industry. Research can be integrated better with industry activities. Research can feed back into the education system. All this can happen only if people like you, when you're exposed to new material, just ask a very simple question. What can I do different? It can be something that is very well known, but just do something different, and that will create the cycle and keep it going. Okay, so that's what you can do in the next 6 months. So let's keep going with the presentation here a little more. Yep, we'll skip this, we'll keep going. And one more slide, please. So there's new opportunities. Those of you are interested, there are teaching and learning opportunities. We have to learn the ways in which we teach are actually impacting you or not, is helping you in your skilling or not. So I think the role that you can have in the next 6 months is, please be honest when we ask for feedback. When C-DAC asks you for feedback, please be very honest with this and clear, so they can go back, revise the teaching learning pedagogy and make the course content effective for you. Okay? There are innumerable problems that are important for the country. Even in a city like Bangalore, when it rains, it floods, right? Many cities, coastal cities, have flood problems. They're looking for early detection warning systems. Water is a big problem in Bangalore today. Water is a big problem in many countries, in many cities in India, and in many countries across the world. And we know there's a lot of work going on those 14 premier supercomputers on oil, gas, natural resource exploration. Urban modeling is a big problem. Genetics and genomics and drug discovery, that's a big area. New material discovery is an area. Manufacturing, Dr. Sudarshan talked about semiconductor investments. It's a big driver here. And AI is a very, very big absorber of talent. But in none of these areas, we have adequate talent. Not in India, not across the world. So this is why we need you to take the courses like this seriously and develop some skill that can put you in a position of leadership. Country needs you, the world needs you, the industry needs you. So can we go on, please? Those of you that have computer science background and don't want to consider other topics, I have news for you. Most of the world doesn't care about computer science. Everything is integrated. They're looking for interdisciplinary results. So all of the computer science people should be thinking a little differently. When you're learning MPI and CUDA, those are good platforms to develop skills in today, but start thinking, looking ahead and saying, is this what is going to help me, help my customers, help my industries build better systems? So there's opportunities for not just computing people, for civil engineers, for mechanical engineers, for road engineers, for data centers, material scientists. Everybody has a useful role to play in this emerging field of computing, advanced computing, and high performance computing. Can we move on? We can move on to the next one. So basically, I want to congratulate C-DAC for its leadership and organizing such a wonderful workshop for you. Congratulations to all of you, because I know you have come through a selection process. Your parents and families have supported you for this, so be thankful to them and make the best use of the opportunity you have. Best wishes to you for the workshop, and if you have any questions, you can see me offline and we can talk. Thank you.
Thank you for the informative talk, sir. Sir, please. Yeah, I request Mr. Shanmugathan to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning. Yeah, it is my privilege to propose a word of thanks for today's program and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked hard to make this orientation day made a grand success. On behalf of C-DAC Bangalore, we would like to express our heartfelt thanks to the chief guest of today's program, Dr. Sivakumar Sastry, Director and Head Dayanand Sagar Research Foundation, and Pro Vice Chancellor Dayanand Sagar University, for agreeing to grace the occasions. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation. It was more detailed about HPC and its applications, and also talks about a lot of opportunities where the students can get benefit out of it. Thank you, sir. We would like to thank our Executive Director, C-DAC Bangalore, Dr. Sudarshan sir, for his constant support and leading us to all aspects of these projects and training divisions. We would like to thank our ACTS Head and Business Division, Dr. Mohammed Misbah, for his continuous support and leadership. So we would like to thank Mr. Jitesh Chowdhury, Director, CINE, Silchar. Thanks to our internal faculties and C-DAC staff members. Thanks to the RISE team We have Dr. Balaji sir, head of RISE team, being here to grace the occasions. Thanks to RISE team for extending their systems and networking support. Thanks to Muthu Kumaran sir and his team for making these arrangements for this program. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the parents and the students and everyone who have been a part of this program. Best wishes for student of PG Diploma Courses and the student of Capacity Building Program on HP. Thank you all. Thank you. Yeah, thanks to course coordinators, missed out. Yeah, thanks to the WBL students who also joined this occasion. Thank you.
This brings to the end of the today's orientation program. Thanks to all the dignitaries for being here and wishing all our students. Thanks a lot. Yeah. I request students to be seated over here after they go, because we have to give few instructions. Please be